Depression versus sadness. Depression is not what you think depression is. It is not sitting in front of a TV, getting a sad text on the phone, then flipping to the depression channel. Depression is sitting in front of a turned off screen and not even making a move to reach for the remote. Depression is not something you post about, something you post for attention. Depression is the word that I used to use as a distraction, something you think can come and go like a stoplight, but depression has me sitting in traffic. Depression makes me feel obligated to stay home, obligated to stay inside because of the fears that if I go outside, then the taste of the fresh air full of life will send me running for a bridge, that the fresh air will burn in my lungs until a breath is captured in the firm hands of a confused stranger. Depression makes me feel so small in my own home, which makes my walls feel so large, walls that I don't try to break down, but walls that I try to hang a couple pictures in, to feel cozy, and to remind myself that there are things outside these walls, but there's always an earthquake that shakes the walls and breaks the flame on the wood floor. Depression is not something I advertise or sell. I don't set it in the store window waiting for someone to come and buy it. It's the idea that I'm working on in the back of the store that no one will ever find until it's sold, but it never cuts to standards, so it cuts my paper skin until I bleed words that no one will ever care to read until they are posted in my obituary. Sitting on my desk are a pair of scissors, the blades of a nail clipper, a sewing needle, and a razor. I do not sell myself to these household items to have proof of my depression to show the next day. I let them sit on my desk because I know that those blades are one day going to be what I turn to when there's no one to build my metal spine. Depression asks me if I want to hear the good or the bad news first, but I know I'm just going to lose either way. Good for depression that it has a new friend to follow around, but bad for me that I can't avoid it because my parents are friends with their parents that I call Mr. and Mrs. Oblivion. But maybe after all, if I never had a taste of depression, I would never have a taste of happiness. But depression always has me leaving the table full with too much leftovers that I know will just sit and rot in the cold freezer of my heart that is not itself cold, but is filled with the cold feeling that can someday not be blanketed by the season premiere of Pretty Little Liars and hot cocoa, but the kind of cold feeling that has goosebumps rippling all over my body that I know will not stop until someone comes by and offers the warmth of their arms, but no one ever does because once again, I don't do it for attention. But don't mix up depression with sadness because you don't know depression.